Hey everyone, you might be wondering why for a goat awning video, or just an awning video, why I'm holding this torch in my hand. And you're gonna find out, because this all started about 2 weeks ago.
Down she goes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well done, good sir. Well done.
Part one was to cut it down and get it to size.
Part two, strip it.
That's right, part two, stripper. So we're out here today trying to scorch these out. The reason for the scorching is so that you can get a nice char on them, and that supposedly helps with the insect protection and the longevity of the tree stumps and the tree poles. But more importantly for me, I think it looks kind of cool. And more importantly for Sam, who's going to be doing most of the burning, it's a lot of fun. All right, dude. For all those people who want to play fire marshal and try to tell me that, oh my god, I'm dealing with 2 million BTU right next to a big pile of brush, you're right. What you don't know is it's been raining for like 3 days straight, so nothing at all is going to get on fire, so we're all good. Thank you for your concern. So here we are at the goat house. We're going to be putting the awning right on here. It's going to be coming out about 8 feet. And right here, next to Sage here, is where we're going to be putting the post. So we're going to be digging about 3 feet down. And hopefully it'll all work out. All right, here we are. We're about 2.5 feet deep. Couldn't get to 3 feet. The ground got a little bit hard with the extra rock and clay, and exhaustion started to swing in. So we're gonna get ready for the concrete and the post. when you're digging a post like this and you're going to be putting a lot of weight from that post down straight into the ground, when you're digging your hole, don't leave the hole that's kind of like a point or a cone sitting straight in to the center, because all that weight's just going to help drill that post and that weight continue to go down, especially if you're not below the frost line. So it's just going to keep on wanting to push that weight, which is going to push your post, which is going to push anything that you got underneath it out of the way and make it more like a drill. So if you can keep everything kind of flat, that'd be your best deal. All right, so here we are, first post in, all level. Got some extra supports in here till the concrete gets nice and set up and the ground gets all set up so it's not going to go anywhere. We're going to hopefully get the second post in a day or two, and then we'll start on the beams to get it attached to the shed here. Well, apparently the goats got a little treat out of the bark. I guess we'll know for next time. All right, here we are, post number 2. We're going to be starting to dig right here, so let's go. So here we are, the second post is in. It's looking good, nice and level to the eye, and we're getting ready for the headers, which will be the more, I'll call it, dangerous part of the job, but at the same time it's going to be a lot easier than lifting these 2 posts up. We got the headers up. They were a little bit heavy, but we got them up thanks to Rochelle and Max over there. They're up and ready to roll. So now it is time to get the rafters that come straight from the shed up on over to the header. So we're gonna get this going. All right, everybody, it's the next day. We got all of the rafters up and all the purlings going across. Sorry, I didn't get too much of the video on the purlings. It was an interesting day with some of the rain delays, and we actually had a circular saw break on me, so I had to run back to the big box store and grab the most powerful one I can get because you know, I didn't want it to break again. So, and it worked like a charm. The next step is to put down some hurricane ties between the header going across between the two posts and the rafters going from the shed onto the header. Basically what they're going to do is, with any wind pushing up on the roof, by the way the roof is angled, being angled up, the wind's going to take it and try and push it up. So the hurricane ties are just going to try and keep both the rafters connected with the header, so hopefully nothing will fly away when we get some big winds coming in here. All right, everybody, I made a mistake. I got all the hurricane ties up and in place, and sure enough, they're on the wrong side of the header. So they should actually be over on this side. Basically because it'll be closer to the span that is going across from the goat house to the header. So that's where they should be. And the good news is, though, we got one hurricane tie in the right spot. That was just because this post is in the way. So all the rest of them were done that way. You know, you can't win them all, but at the same time, I figure some hurricane ties on the wrong side, or actually all the hurricane ties on the wrong side, are better than no hurricane ties at all. So next up is we're going to be putting on the roof. So if you thought we were done after putting on the metal roof, we got one last step to do. And if you've been watching from the beginning of this video, you'll know that we had 3 logs that we charred up with Sam in the beginning. The 3rd log is right here, cut up into 3-foot pieces. And we're going to be putting them up as supports on each side of the posts heading up to the header. So we're going to cut them on 45 degrees angles and get them up there so our header is fully supported and ready to go. Well, that's it. The awning's finally done. We got the nice supports up. They look, to me, fantastic. It's the first time I ever did something like that where I got a chainsaw and just hogged out and cut things to angle as best I could. So I think it came out fantastic. The awning came out really good. They've been using it for about a week now with just the metal on it. As you can probably tell, Rochelle already had me put up a feeder for the goats because now the rain can't hit the front, so that'll get the goats out feeding. That'll be another video coming out soon, but it came out great. We're happy with it. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you got something out of this and maybe you could do something similar yourself. So thank you, bye. Stripper.
Right.
Ah, my butt is wet. Hey, check this out. Yeah, I got an ashy butt.